Okay, a little bit of difficulty, but we back. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakely podcast. Of course, I am your host, Brandon Blakely, aka Brandon Lee TV, and we are back at it again, my friends. Welcome in, welcome in. Big game. The OT coming back down 16 points. Are you kidding me? The Fever showing some serious fortitude today. Love what I saw. Welcome in, everybody. Back like I never left. Welcome into the Live with Brandon Blakely podcast. Of course, I am your host, Brandon Blakely, aka Brandon Lee TV. And I got another banger for y'all, another great live plan. So kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me. Yes, big win for the Fever in OT. Coming back down 16 points? Oh man. Oh man. In OT, yo? It looked like it was over. About 5 minutes left. It looked like it was over. Frederick, welcome in, welcome in. Saheed, we back like we never left, my guy. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, y'all. OT? OT, I know Fever fans are hyped up after this win. I know y'all are gassed up after this win. In OT, when all hope seemed like it was lost. Man, Jordan Canada is a good player. She was hitting some tough shots. Yeah, she had that buzzer beater at the end of the second. She definitely was off balance, just knocking them down, man. Yes, no, Jordan Canada was absolutely doing her thing today. Ryan Howard is sensational. Ryan Howard is sensational, man. Alicia Gray, like, it was a hard fought victory, man. Caitlin and Alliyah Boston really put the team on their backs tonight. Help. I did not see the game, but I heard Saz and CC got into it. Yes. Bajik says Angel Reese co-rookie. Yes, welcome in, everybody. Fever Nation prevails. Angel Reese co-rookie. Why decides give Smith the ball? Man, Melissa Smith had some moments, but she had some good moments, and she had some very bad moments as well. But yeah, we did see Caitlin and Coach Sides, man, was definitely going at it. It seemed like there was some tension there. Fair enough. They need Smith on the glass. Let's get the stats up. They definitely need Smith on the glass, man. So the Fever took the win 104 to 100 in overtime. This was a very high scoring game. Like, if you like offense, this was definitely a game you enjoyed. A lot of three pointers, a lot of fast paced scoring. Aaliyah Boston led the way with a game high for the Fever, 30 points, 5 assists, 13 rebounds. Clark added another double double to her resume with 26 points, 12 assists, and 5 rebounds. Off shooting night again for Kelsey Mitchell, but she's still able to put 21 in. They didn't like the starters played a lot of minutes, bro. Like Lexi Hole played 40 minutes tonight, had 12 points, hit some big 3 pointers to keep the Fever in this game. Yes, give me y'all's initial reaction, man. Hard fought victory. They showed a lot of courage. I love what I saw. I think they showed toughness. They showed will. They kept fighting to the end. They made big shots. They defended the home court. Man, big night though for Clark. And Alyssa Smith, we're seeing her minutes kind of get cut. We're seeing her minutes get cut. More of those minutes are going to Temi. She had 28 minutes tonight compared to Melissa Smith's 17. Nelissa Smith is losing minutes to Temi Fabinelli. Yeah, Ryan Howard is absolutely a bucket. Ryan Howard is absolutely a bucket. Yes, welcome in, everybody. Very hard fought victory, man. Why does yeah? Yeah, Howard is definitely a bucket, man. She has some tough and ones, hit some big threes. Like, man, Ryan Howard, Alicia Gray, Jordan Canada made some big shots tonight. Sexy Lexi, aka Lexi Hustle, how did she do? Yo, Lexi played a good game. She had some big 3-pointers down the stretch. She had 12 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds, and had a very tough defensive assignment trying to check Ryan Howard as well as Alicia Gray a few times. Alliyah Boston was huge in this game. She played 45 or 41 minutes. Clark played 45 minutes. The starters, Coach Sides was doing them like Tibbs back when he was with the Chicago Bulls. Like the starters played a lot of minutes. When you look at the bench, Samuelson only played 5 minutes. Dantas only played 4 minutes. And Wheeler only played 3 minutes. Temi had 28 minutes off the bench, but other than that, there wasn't a whole lot of bench action production, man. But we do see Melissa Smith losing playing time right now, and it might be for the best, man, because she just doesn't look locked in. She doesn't really rebound. The shot hasn't been falling. Like she's more of a liability than a strength or a contributor right now. If we being honest. Dizzy Vet, welcome in, welcome in. Watch the Sky will be balling without Reese. That is the thing. Can the Chicago Sky still make the playoffs? Can the Chicago Sky still make the playoffs? Can the Chicago Sky, will they still make the playoffs? That is big. But a huge win here, and it really kills Atlanta's chances as well. Like, but if Dallas loses tonight, they are eliminated. We do know that. But what a game. Yeah, the layups were falling. She was running the court really well. Like, Timmy was really busting her hump getting down the court, man, to get those fast break layups. And Clark's going to find you if you're open. You know that. I am interested to see how the Sky look without Angel Reese, though. I still think it's a big loss, but maybe now Camila Cardoso becomes a more featured part of this offense. If Timmy had a mid-range shot, scary hours, yeah. And we saw Leah Boston taking that mid-range finally. I don't know why she ever stopped. Like, the defense is definitely giving it to her. She needs to be taking those mid-range jumpers, man. If this is your first time within the Live with Brandon Blakely podcast, make sure you hit that subscribe, comment, share, and all that good stuff to stay up to date with the latest Live with Brandon Blakely podcast. Yeah, I've been seeing Satsu people been saying that she's going to the Liberty. Bible boy, what's up? What's up? Talk to me nicely. Dizzy Vet says 56-39 Sky, 9 minutes in the third. Sky versus the Wings game is 58-39. The Sky is balling right now. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Thank y'all so much for the score updates. Do y'all think the Sky have a legitimate chance of making the playoffs still? I mean, they are up 58, 60-39 right now over the Wings. They are about to eliminate the Wings from playoff contention. Looking at it, man, Camila Cardoso, 6 points, 3 assists, 7 rebounds. Kennedy Carter's leading the way with 17 points. Dana Evans getting in on the action with 8 points. We know she's kind of been disgruntled. Isabella Harrison, some people feel like she's better than Angel Reese Harrison. She's got 13, 2, and 6, getting more minutes today. Wow. Wow. The non-turnovers isn't a good look. We got to be honest. The non-turnovers is a bad look, but she made more plays to make up for it. No, I can't say Kelsey saved in the day. Alliyah Boston and Caitlin were absolutely balling. They were absolutely balling. But yeah, I've seen to Liberty. I've seen a few people saying that. Mitchell had back-to-back turnovers in 30 seconds. Yes, G. Definitely mistakes had. Definitely mistakes had. It was not her best game. Far from Kelsey Mitchell's best game. I gotta say that. Kelsey and Hole saved Clark again. Let's be honest. Man, no, bro. Clark and Aaliyah Boston were putting in work, by the boy. Without Reese, it appears that they are better off than with her. I mean, some of y'all were saying that in my last live when I mentioned, if they could actually make the playoffs without Angel Reese, and a few people definitely Disney, but I believe you were one of them that said that they would be a better team without Angel. They would be more fluid. The offense would flow better. You definitely did say that. They are really scoring the basketball right now. Beating up on Dallas, man. Haven't skipped a beat. Scott can win without Reese, but not without Carter. Yeah, Carter, man, we seen they don't win without her typically. Like she's the number one scoring option. She has to be a playmaker for this group. And some people feel like Isabella Harrison is better than Angel. People have said that. I mean, the 12 assists outweigh the 9 turnovers. The sky is way ahead right now. Candy, welcome in, welcome in. Shanks, good day, mate, good day. Yeah, man, what is going on? The Sky playing even better without Angel Reese moving that basketball? What is going on? I did not expect that. Kennedy Carter with 19 points in 17 minutes. She is cooking. She is cooking. CC is a whole lot of things, but the main thing is clutch. Brad, welcome in, welcome in. I mean, this was a big win. This was a big win. This was a game they absolutely should have won. But coming back in OT, down 16, like they showed a lot of courage. They showed a lot of courage. Shank says no distractions for the Sky. Bible boy, they getting on Angel, bro. Take up for your girl. Gavin, 12 assists and 9 turnovers. Are you joking? I mean, the 12 assists outweigh the 9 turnovers. It didn't initially cost them the game. It didn't cost them this game. Frederick, thank you so much for the contribution. Much love, much love. None of this is possible without you, great people. Thank you. I think Sods did. I think she used her timeouts better. I think she rode the hot hand, keeping her starters in there and not giving meaningless minutes to Erica Wheeler and Christy Wallace and some of these other players. I think she did her job today. I think she coached a pretty solid game. They were down 16. They made some adjustments. She called timeout a few times to stop the bleeding. They ran good plays. They closed the game out strong. So yeah, I would say so. I would say so. Yeah, I mean, I think you gotta have Lexi Hole and Temi starting. You gotta have them two starting, and then of course the big three with Caitlin, Kelsey, and Alliyah. Yeah, I mean, I think Lexi and Temi should definitely be starting. Absolutely. I mean, that's their best five. That's their best five, in my opinion. When you have that five out there, there's cohesiveness, there's hustle. They put pressure on defenses. They run the floor well. That's their best fast break group. That's probably their best rebounding group. That's their best defensive group. Yeah, I think you have to put both of them in the starting lineup. I mean, this team with you have the star power, you have the scoring with the big three, right? But then you get like Timmy, you get hustle, you get Lexi, you get hustle, you get defense. Both these players will do the dirty work. They create extra possessions for this group. I think when that five is on the floor, they are at their best. They're at their most dangerous. And I think both of these players have earned a starting spot. I mean, looking at it, they both impacted the game in a big way today. Like, truthfully, on both sides of the basketball. And they're two players also that you definitely have to watch the game to appreciate their greatness because it doesn't always show up in the box score. But Hole with 12 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds, played 40 minutes, chased Ryan Howard all over the court today, chased Alicia Gray a few times as well. And then you look at Fagnelli, 9 points, 2 assists, and 4 rebounds off the bench, but she played 28 minutes compared to Alyssa Smith 17. And I think we'll see more of that trend, her getting the bulk of the minutes at the forward spot. Because Nalissa Smith has completely fallen off, if we're being honest. The energy's not there. There's no urgency. She's a defensive liability right now. She always looks lost out there. Like, it's strange. She's not a good rebounder for her position at all, constantly getting out rebounded. Just lackadaisical out there, man. It looks like she has one foot out the door. You bring in Temi and she comes in there and it's energy, it's effort, it's a difference maker. Like, both these players are X factors in my opinion for this group. So moving forward, I think that's your best five. I think that's what you have to go with. Definitely, Coach Sides needs to have the courage to make that move and realize that that's her best starting five, and that's what's going to complement her big three the most, in my opinion. That would be my starting five, though. Definitely, this team just looks loads better with those two in. Reese looked mad that Sky is winning without her. Oh no, say it ain't so. Yeah, how bro, Ryan Howard is elite, man. That is a really good basketball team that the Fever just beat. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That is a really good basketball team that the Fever just beat. Down what, 12? Come out, win it in OT. That's why they need to make the adjustment. Put Timmy in this starting lineup. Put Lexi Hustle in this starting lineup. You have to make that move for the good of the team. Lindy, welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, that ankle breaker was nasty. So she's a dog, man. She's so smooth. Sides doesn't know somehow. Weird. Yeah, Coach Sides, man, she's been a liability for this group. Whenever they go up against another coach, she's constantly getting out coached, and I still am not convinced that she is the long term answer to help this team reach their peak. She's doing a good enough job, but she needs to have the courage to make that adjustment and put her best five out there and let them work. She ended it again, another bucket. Talk about Sky being better without Reeves. Hey, man, Kenny Carter is one of the best guards in the league, probably the fastest guard with the basketball in the league. No cap. I want Asia to leave the Aces. The run is over. Asia in a walking boot, y'all. Asia Wilson is in a walking boot. I think the Olympics having those stars, like having so many players play in the Olympics, really hurt the health and the cohesiveness of the Aces, man. Like, they are banged up. Chelsea Gray is kind of getting back into form. Kelsey Plum has missed time. Jackie Young has missed time. Asia Wilson's banged up now. Like, they look like they're in trouble. They've clinched the playoff spot, but they are limping into the playoffs. Like, the Aces are wounded. And I'm not saying, they won't win or to underestimate the heart of a champion, but the Aces are extremely banged up. And without Asia Wilson, oh, they get swept. They are absolutely getting swept. But this win, I mean, it helps. You're looking at, you want to play the Phoenix Mercury in the first round if you're the Fever. You do not want to get matched up with the Minnesota Lynx. So every game they have left is going to count. But shout out to the Atlanta Dream. They played a really good game. Lexi, Temi, and AB were the difference today. Yes, yes. The energy, creating extra possessions, just fighting, refusing to lose. You gotta put Temi and Lexi Hole in that starting lineup, guys. Like, Coach Sides has to make that move. We saw Nelissa Smith lose minutes this game. I think that trend continues. Yes, y'all have the chat booming. Let me catch up with some of the comments. Let's see. Let me catch up with some of the comments. But yeah, I don't know if the run is over, man. I don't know. It may be too soon to say. They have to stop slowing it down and playing Christy Sod's basketball. They look like the May Fever back in May in the second quarter. Yes. Yes. And that's why they found themselves out the second and the beginning of the third, like half of the third. And that's why they found themselves down double digits, playing slow. That 5-10 passes before you shoot it. Hoosiers offense. Shout out to Gene Hackman. Like, bro, play fast. Let Clark zip it up ahead to those runners, to those slashers that are filling those running lanes. You know what I'm saying? They are better. We see them more efficient when they score. When they play fast, they score more points. They keep the defense on their heels. 64-44 Sky, 5 minutes left. And y'all know if the Dallas Wings do lose, they are out of playoff contention. Yeah, Asia she's in a walking boot. Yes. Yeah, she is in a walking boot. Cheryl Miller next year. Ooh! We see the appreciation she had coaching Caitlin, man. Cheryl Miller is saying all the right things. And, hey, I'm just saying, coaching Caitlin, she is 1-0. I'm just saying. Before the game, I knew something was going on with CC. 9 turnovers, girl. I'll give you a few, but you need to fix the turnovers. Then CC's defense. Yeah, those guards were tearing her up. She could not stay in front of Jordan Canada. I will say that. She could not stay in front of Canada. Not sure what CC and Sods were arguing about, but that's got to stop. CC's head is not in the game. I think CC feels like she knows the game better and understands the game better, man. I feel like she probably feels like she's a smarter human being than Christy Sods, and she understands the game better and sees the game in a different way that Sods never will. But yeah, you gotta respect your head coach. I mean, Kate, she called Caitlin out a couple of games ago, saying that she needs to keep her head in the game and stop complaining to the refs and looking for calls and all this. So we've seen them butt heads in the past, and yeah, it seems like there is some tension there. We saw them arguing on the sidelines. Caitlin kind of looked disengaged at times when Coach Sides was talking to her. But it's like you respect leaders that you feel like are that have your best interest at heart. Sides has just kind of been toying with Caitlin some, pulling her out, pitching her at random times of the game. Um, you know, not really finally taking the cuffs off, but we saw for majority, like half the season, Caitlin was playing in shackles, man. Like Christy Side's judgment, I think, should be called into question, and maybe she's still earning the trust of Caitlin. Because I mean, we've seen Christy Side throw players under the bus, man. Like, does she really have these players back? That's what you got to ask yourself. Saad's gonna get fired. I mean, she's mediocre. She is mediocre. I gotta be honest. She is mediocre. But you gotta respect your head coach as a player. You gotta respect your head coach, at least while she still is the head coach. But yeah, I think Sads gets one more year guaranteed, and then after that, it might be Cheryl Miller time. And y'all, man, she just understands, like, she's another generational talent that understands how to coach a generational talent. She seems like that motivator. She seems like that player's coach. She seems like someone Caitlin would trust and admire and take cues from without any backlash or pushback. She is on that hot seat. Sods definitely is still on that hot seat. I think she's bought herself some time, and I'm interested to see if they get a playoff series under their belt. She's buying time, but it's inevitable. Like, she's not the long term answer. And they're definitely, if it comes down to it, believe me, guys, they are going to choose Caitlyn over Coach Sods. For sure, without a doubt. Guys, if this is your first time, make sure to lock in and subscribe, comment, share, and all that good stuff with the Live with Brandon Blakely podcast. Of course, I am your host, Brandon Blakely, aka Brandon Lee TV, and this is the Live with Brandon Blakely podcast. Follow us on social media too, at Brandon Lee TV. Y'all know the vibe. Yo, Mark Jackson, I think, would be a good fit for this group. I mean, Mark Jackson, Lisa Bluter's still out there, Cheryl Miller's still out there. Maybe they make a play, throw a crazy bag at Dawn Staley. I don't know. Kara Lawson was mentioned with this job. Rebecca Lobo has been mentioned with this job as well. Besides, just there's no in-game adjustments, man. And that's probably why Caitlin's frustrated, and she's not really getting any plays called for her. They don't run. Y'all remember all the double screens that she had in Iowa, and there's no like effort to get Caitlin open off ball or set any screens. Like she's getting most of her points in pick and roll or ISO still. Not many plays being called, no adjustments being made, and she kind of ran them into the ground today, but it resulted in a win. But I will say the defense, like we saw, it has been lazy at times. Y'all saw against the Minnesota Lynx how lazy and lackadaisical the defense looked with all them open looks they were giving up. Sides will take credit for the success, but she will throw Caitlyn and the whole team under the bus when they lose. About the turnover, CC had no turnovers in the All-Star game, just saying. And, hey, Cheryl Miller time. Cheryl Miller time, man. She had Caitlyn playing some of her best basketball because that's another generational talent that sees and understands the game in a different way that Coach Sides never will. Sides has a 4-year contract, and y'all know Lynn Dunn loves her, so handpicked coach. So it's gonna take a lot to get her out of there. But beefing with Caitlyn is definitely a quick track to get shipped up out of Indiana. But yeah, I think she's got one more year at least. Theo Katie is on the Suns. You still talking about Brooklyn. Mark Jackson, yeah. Lindy, thank you so much for the score update. Chicago 74, Dallas 50. How about Chi-Town up 24 on Dallas, about to eliminate them from the playoffs just days after losing one of their best players in Angel Reese? They actually are playing better without her. Brandon, you can't respect someone that doesn't respect you. Facts. Facts. You gotta give respect to get it. Christy Sauce throwing CC under the bus. She is losing her credibility by doing so. She doesn't seem to get that and continues to do it. Yeah. And that's how a coach loses a locker room. That's how a coach loses a locker room. Yeah, I agree, man. Frederick says she's wasting time. Camilla is on the bench. Too many fouls. She gotta stop that fouling. She gotta stop that fouling. Yo, RC, what a game. Give me some of y'all's initial takeaways from the game. I mean, down 12. It was looking bad. Even late in the fourth, it was looking bad. The Wings might be ready to pack it up and go home. Dunn is 240 years old. Hey, yo. That's hilarious. He said Dunn is 204 years old. That is hilarious. Looking at the Dallas Wings, they get their doors blown off right now, and they're about to be eliminated from playoff contention, man. They are down 26 points. Sabali, 12 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. Enrique, 16 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. They are the only players in double figures right now for the Dallas Wings. They going out sad, y'all. Lindy said the Fever got lucky. That was all heart. Thank you so much, Lindy. Y'all hit that like button. They showed some heart today, right? Like they showed some heart. It takes a lot to really like come back on a team like that and win in OT. Cause man, Atlanta was lighting them up. Ryan Howard had what, like 36? She had 36 points. Alicia Gray would shoot that rock. Like Atlanta's one of the best scoring teams in the league. They can score the basketball when they're all healthy. Hey, free Maddie. Free Maddie. Man, she got 10 minutes of playing time, 11 minutes of playing time so far. 2 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. Free Maddie. It's a lot of players that are rotting on benches right now that can help a lot of teams, especially playoff contenders. I'm just saying. Caitlin will get obstructions out of her way guaranteed. Take note, Brandon. Luck and Hart. Refs helped them in the third with all those fouls. Nuke, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, the Dream. They're a good team, man. They're a good team. They've got a really good backcourt. And Tina Charles is amazing. The fact that she's still giving out work is impressive. Atlanta Dream got my respect. They should be a higher seed. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, they're going to be a tough out in the playoffs. They absolutely are going to be a tough out. Asia, if the Aces don't have Asia Wilson, the Fever sweep them. Truthfully. If the Aces match up with the Fever and there is no Asia Wilson, I think they get swept. There's just absolutely nobody else on this team that can come close to replicating what she does. She is the heart and soul of this team, the best player in the league, best player on both sides of the ball for the Aces, their go-to, their closer, the emotional leader for this group. That is the player that they cannot replace. Yeah, I think the Fever get them up out of there in three without Asia. The Asia Fair is not being anybody's roster. Yeah, it's criminal. It is absolutely criminal. She is a bucket. I bet the Aces wish they would have kept her now. Y'all see how Kate Martin's playing time is completely dwindled for the most part. I bet they wish they would have kept the Asia Fair. Oh, there's no way the Aces don't get swept without Asia. 3-1, fair enough. Okay. Maybe Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray wheels them to one win. Nah, I can't say I don't see a situation where Caitlyn jumps Asia Wilson for MVP. I don't see that, man. Asia Wilson has been on another planet the entire season. Like it's been her and everybody else. I wouldn't even put Caitlyn above Nafisa Collier at this point. If you had her at third, I can't be mad at that. Yeah, Bria Bill not being on somebody's roster, man. Lockdown defender. I was happy that Jalen Sherrod got picked up, but Deasia Fair and Bria Bill definitely need to be on somebody's roster. It sucks because Bill is a lockdown defender, man, but the offense hasn't come along. She spent time with a few different teams. We see players like Celeste Taylor that stick and have a little bit more offensive upside than the Bria Bills of the world, but she's a champion. She's a competitor. She's a dog. Great size for the position. I think she would be a great addition to anybody's locker room. It's our inexperience and occasional lack of discipline that bothers me, Brandon, and that can cost you. RC, that can definitely cost you. When playoff basketball is a totally different environment, a totally different vibe, man. And the inexperience of the Fever, they could fold. It could end up costing them. Hey, Barbara, boy, we keep it real. Come on now. CWE says the Sky are better without Reese. Oh man. Yeah, I agree. Bria Bill deserves to be in the league, man. Hey Troy, man, wishing you a speedy recovery. Get well soon. Thanks for popping in. CC had 9 turnovers in the game. AR got injured on the 3-point play when she fell on the floor Friday. Just tired of disrespectful comments towards AR. I mean, I think the people saying that she's faking the injury, I think that's absolutely ridiculous. I just don't see a situation where she wouldn't be out there with her team if she could be. She's too much of a competitor, man. But they looking good today though, beating the wings off of Dallas. If Caitlyn is gonna have Butterfingers in the playoffs, we going home. Yep, her and her teammates gotta take care of the basketball, man. Definitely. And we've seen against the elite teams, like they've been able to disrupt that offense of the Fever and really, really do damage causing turnovers. Y'all saw what Minnesota did to them. Jeez, why what you on one? Plus, if you look in the dictionary for definition of baddie, you'll see a photo of Bria Bill. I can confirm. I can confirm, Marcy. Absolutely. They on Bible Boy. Bible Boy, they on your run. By the way, I need the Sky to win. Not only the Fever did beat the Dream, but the Bears, Cubs, White Sox, and the Sky bring W to Chicago. It's a good day for Chicago. Caleb Williams, hey man, got that first NFL win. Yeah, this was a hard fought game, man. This definitely was a hard fought game for them. Taylor, welcome in, welcome in. Champions find a way to win even on bad game days. Facts. This was a hell of a win. Plus, she has proven to be more impactful on her team than Asia and Fee on their respective teams. I don't know, man. The Aces without Asia Wilson, like I just don't think there's a more impactful player than Asia. But I will say Caitlyn is the key to ignition. That offense does not run without her. I will definitely say that. But the Aces really haven't had good point guard play. Like Asia Wilson has dragged them to wins. Yeah, yeah. Hey man, people started attacking the basket. Yeah, Bears won, but it had nothing to do with Caleb Williams. It was defense and special teams. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm just being honest. The same thing I keep saying keeps playing out. 9 turnovers is going to lose games. You definitely have to cut down on the turnovers. Like, yeah. CC is, hey, September welcome in. CC is a 22-year-old rookie. She's doing a great job. She's going to have her ups and downs this year. Yeah. This will, and what's scary is for, I think, all the rookies in this class, this will be the worst they ever are. This will be the worst this group of players ever is. Yes, give me some more of y'all's initial takeaways from this game and any other storylines y'all thinking about. Yeah, the defense cannot be lazy. I agree with you, Bible Boy. Definitely. Gotta lock in on the defense. Yeah, Caitlin's far from a finished product. Kelsey Mitchell does her part. Kelsey Mitchell definitely does her part. I was looking up some Iowa Hawkeye stuff and ran into a new article saying for the thousandth time that the WNBA should expand to Iowa. Brandon, you think they should? I mean, we see that Iowa absolutely loves their basketball. They love their basketball, men's and women's. They love their hoops, and it seems like a great state for sports overall. And I think they would have the support. But you got to think like, do professional athletes want to live in Iowa? That I don't know. They could start a franchise in Iowa and could have built it on Caitlin. I think it definitely could have worked, but um, I just think there's more cities out there with bigger opportunities and more upside. I mean, nothing against Iowa. It's a great state for college. But as far as the pros, I just don't know. Lexi Ho has won at least 2 games since the break. If Satu wasn't injured in the beginning, Dallas would be in the playoffs. Oh yeah, absolutely. They had a few players injured, but yeah, she's been hooping since she came back. Could you see Enrique requesting a trade out of Dallas to go to a competitive team? I think she's very comfortable in Dallas and being the franchise there. I do think though, if like Satu ends up leaving and some of these other players, leave and they have to go into a rebuild, I'm not sure she's gonna want to stick around for that. But she's still young enough to where she's getting into her prime years, so she's got time. But I think she's comfortable in Dallas. But yeah, I agree, man. The injury bug just did Dallas in. Honestly, it really was the injury bug. Any team will be lucky to get Enrique. She is always balling. Yeah, I think she's the best one-on-one player in the league. Best perimeter scoring like threat in the league. She's unguardable. CC is now leading Mitchell in points, assists, rebounds. Lexi definitely was clutch. She made some big shots. She made some big shots. She came up with some big rebounds. Kelsey Mitchell has indeed slowed down a bit. I hope she gets back in her groove. Yeah, it's just the shots, especially from three. She had that crazy streak from three where she was just hot, like red hot, hitting everything. And then now it's kind of like, yeah, things are slowing down. She's missing more shots, but she's still shooting. The locker room with CC and Sobs will be very tight after this game. Everyone saw this coming. This is a big win. This is a game that will give them confidence moving forward through the rest of the season. The Chicago Sky looking better without Angel Reese. People are saying the Sky are better without Angel Reese. Do y'all really feel like Angel Reese is a distraction to this team? In all honesty, do you think it's a team problem or a coach's one? It seems like the vibe between CBC and teammates and coach wasn't there today. Yeah, they look like that same team back in May. They look like that same team back in May. I think the leadership, the culture starts with the coach establishing it. And I just don't think Coach Christy Sods is a great leader, man. I'm gonna be honest. She doesn't seem like she's motivating them. Yeah, yeah, definitely, man. You need these games where you're going to be battle tested before you get to the playoffs. If you think the Sky are better without Reese, you are out of your mind. Reese be in the way, throwing up bad shots and making it all about her. Y'all are on Angel. I mean, they're just not playing a good team though. Like this is a game they absolutely should win. If Carter was out, they should still beat the Dallas Wings as well. Like this is just a game that they should win. Honestly, at this point in the season, if they're really trying to make the playoffs, I personally don't think they're a better team without Angel. But I mean, I get what y'all are saying. They are playing better right now. I get what y'all are saying. But yeah, I can't, Angel is a serious difference maker. When you lose your leading rebounder, one of your best defensive players, like that alpha dog, one of the leaders in that locker room, like no team is better without Angel, in my opinion. But y'all let me know, why do y'all feel like Angel is a distraction? And I mean, I've been hearing like the stat padding talk as well. How do y'all feel like she's a distraction? Yeah, Celeste Taylor's doing really good at point guard. She had a career high in assists like last week. They will forever regret cutting her. But yeah, this team, I mean, Angel Reese has exceeded expectations in her rookie year, man. I mean, we were talking about a player that honestly people felt like she may not even make that roster. She ended up starting and becoming an all-star in her first year, leading the league in rebounds, averaging a double-double as a rookie. Like Angel has exceeded expectations. She's a dog. I would go to war with her any day. She's an ultimate competitor. I wish every player had her heart, man. If Alliyah Boston had Angel Reese's heart, bro, she'd be a top 5 player. Like Angel is a dog, but I just think the Wings just are defeated right now. They see the end of the light. The season's coming to an end. They're licking their wounds right now. Like this is a team that they should beat handedly, and that's exactly what's happening. Y'all feel like the ball is moving better. I know some people even have said that like Isabel Harrison is better than Angel Reese, which I'll leave that up to y'all to debate. But she played really good today. Like looking at the numbers, let me pull that box score back up. Harrison in 17 minutes had 13 points, 2 assists, 6 rebounds. Camila Cardosa, let me get the updated. Camila Cardosa, we mentioned battling some foul trouble, man. She really hasn't made her impact felt in this game. She's got 8 points, 3 assists, 9 rebounds. Not like Isabel Harris, the replacement for Angel Reese, 17 points, 2 assists, 8 rebounds. She's the one hooping, and I mean she's skilled. She's skilled. She definitely scores the basketball at a better rate, like a more fluid game, great hustle, just more experience, more seasoned. And she's a player that I think is going to have to really step up for them if they want to continue this playoff run potentially. Michaela also had a really good game, 10 points for her. And Kennedy Carter leading the way with 25 points. Dana Evans scoring double digits for the first time since I don't know when, had 11 points. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say they replaced Angel Reese. I want to see Camila Cardosa get more involved and stay out of foul trouble. But they look good today. They look good today. Yes, but Reese out for the rest of the season. People saying they flow better without Angel Reese. Are they actually? I'm not gonna say they're better without Angel Reese, but maybe the ball is moving a little better. And I mean, that could just be them two playing with momentum right now, trying to, play with Angel because they want Angel out there with them. They want their sister out there with them. And Angel wants to be out there for sure. It looks like she's gonna make a play to come back in January for the Unrivaled League, though. It looks like she's aiming to play in that, so she could be back early next year, man. I honestly I don't see a scenario where she would be faking an injury though. I don't believe that she would do that. She's too much of a competitor, and I don't even think Teaspoon and that staff would go for it. If Angel could be out there, I absolutely think that she would be out there. She's too much of a competitor, man. She's a dog. That's one thing. You cannot question Angel Reese's heart or her commitment to the game or her teammates. Like, she's loyal. Hey, Frederick, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you. Yes, we will be live all next week, so make sure to tune in with more topics, with the hottest topics in the game. But yeah, I don't think that they're a better team without Angel Reese, but I think they did play a good game tonight, and it was a well balanced attack with Michaela, with Isabel. Like, I think they have forwards that can impact the game, they have athletes, and they play tough defense. And I think that, I mean, honestly, man, that's one player. Isabel Harrison is one player that people feel like should have been getting more minutes. So she's getting a chance to shine, man. Honestly, being Angel's replacement, playing 28 minutes, like we said, 17 points, 2 assists, 8 rebounds. She looks efficient out there. She looks efficient, like we mentioned, Kennedy Carter, one of the best guards in the league. And she, I mean, like just seeing some of the highlights and stuff, like she is looking like she's having a ball out there, man. And we know it was people mentioning tension between her and Angel as well, getting into it in the locker room. But the team, I feel like they look lighter. They do look lighter. They're playing a little bit more free, but I wouldn't say that they're better without Angel, man. I can't co-sign on that. I'm not trying to tell anybody how to feel. But why do y'all feel like Angel was a distraction? She gives off team player vibes. Like she's about the team. But a lot of people feel like she's selfish. Like why do y'all feel like that? Prodigal says the whole team is playing better without Reese. Y'all think Reese is just worried about double doubles? I mean, she's a very popular player, and I think the face of their franchise. So she does. I mean, she gets a lot of media attention. Bro, Shakes is not happy about Barbie night at all. The real question is, how can you possibly feel that she is not a distraction? Yeah, James, what a game. All right, so like there, I mean, there are some people that would say Caitlin Clark is a distraction, though. Accent. I mean, I think she is a very popular player. I don't think I know she's complained about fouling and people getting special calls and stuff like that. I know people have complained about that. But I mean, when you're losing that type of production, like, is her distraction hindering the team? Do y'all feel like is she a distraction hindering the team? Like, genuinely. 87-73 ball game. It seems like Chicago definitely has this one in the bag, though. Oh, you got to meet Hallie? Dope. Yo, James, that's awesome, man. Heck yeah. People say, I mean, Mabry may have left because of Reese, because of the facilities. It could have been a mix of things, but yeah, it seemed like there was a lot of drama going on with that, and then it was crazy too because Dana Evans ended up requesting a trade as well. Yep, yep, we mentioned that. Kennedy looked like she was limping slightly. His many points. How many points did she have? She's got tripped twice. McCowan is mad AF right now. Dallas got some serious size down low. I mean, I would not try McCowan or Howard. I'm just saying. Right now, Candy Carter has 28 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. And she's back to carrying this load, carrying this team. But they're getting some contributions from the front court as well. From Harrison with 17 and 9. And you also have Michaela with 10 points as well. Chicago is full of drama. No, prodigal. I didn't even know. I didn't even see that statement. I'm gonna have to go back and look at it. I forgot. I have to say referees have not improved. No, they've been big men. They gotta bring the A team out for the playoffs, man. We can't be doing this. We cannot be getting this lackluster officiating in the playoffs. Yeah, they definitely gotta tighten up. Hey, yeah. Aces is no joke. Will Asia Wilson play? That'll be the question. She's currently in a walking boot. If she doesn't play, I think the Fever give them the business for sure. Leroy, welcome in, my guy. Candy, Candy says Angel looks mad that they are winning without her. Yeah, Prodigal, I know you mentioned that you could hear the fight during Camilla's press conference after the sun beat the sky. I will be at the Indiana Las Vegas game Wednesday and Friday. Okay. Live and in person, James. We love to see it. Yes, sir. Man, we've had some great combo today, man. I gotta give it up to y'all. Great combo. Clark was not chosen for the Olympics, and the reason was that they said she would be a distraction. Facts. And I mean, it's her fans can be very intense, as y'all know. They are not playing about Caitlyn. I know the coaching staff was worried that, if she didn't get adequate playing time, people would be on their runs. But I still think she can contribute. She could have contributed a lot to that team, but I will say I think the best thing for her rookie season was being left off of that team as well. Gotta say that. Yeah, I think okay, saved up for the season six, and you got it in the right time as well. Yeah, the Sky are definitely taking this game, but yeah, James, you definitely got in at the right time. Guys, before we get out of here, man, y'all let me know final takeaways from these games, how y'all are feeling about everything. We will be back live tomorrow. We'll talk more about the Fever as well as the playoffs and the Angel Reese situation. Brandon being left off was the best thing for CC to finish her WNBA season on a tear. Agreed. 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 Yes, agree with you 100% there. Yes, that is awesome. Guys, give me your final takeaways before we get out of here. Talk to me, talk to me. Let me know. Yep, better defense, less turnovers. Absolutely agree with you, Lindy. Definitely. Gotta take care of the basketball. Yo, Dejanay on the Fever would be elite, man. But you definitely, Dejanay, you have to, if they get Dejanay, they gotta trade Alyssa Smith. You don't want them both in the same locker room, man. I don't know. Yeah, it was a great comeback. It definitely was a great comeback, man. Um, Playoffs coming up. You want to see your team battle tested. You want to see them fight and come from behind. And they displayed big heart today. They showed big heart today. I have to agree. Like, they could have easily folded. There was frustration. Caitlin and Coach Sods was getting into it. Yeah, the Fever. I mean, down 16 or down 12, I should say, to a talented dream team that could really score the basketball. Yeah, the Lynx, I think, is definitely one of the worst matchups that the Fever could get. I see them going home in the first round if they get the Lynx. I'm not going to hold y'all. ATL is fighting for their playoff lives. I saw my first game in New York on September the 11th. The sky and Liberty, the atmosphere was electric. Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. This may be the Liberty's year, y'all. This definitely may be their year. Well, guys, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you so much for taking time out to really just lock in with the podcast and give us your takeaways. Keep commenting, subscribing, liking, sharing to stay up with all the latest with the Live with Brandon Blakely podcast. AB was definitely clutch today. I am your host, Brandon Blakely, aka Brandon Lee TV. Until next time, guys, we will be back live tomorrow. We out.